Please rise for the pledge. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. Today is January 17th, 2019. Environmental Conservation Board. There's an agenda we have that we're going to go through. So let's get going. The first item is Rudin, James and Sudin, 934 Peekskill Hollow Road. Retain existing pool with deck. You can come up to the podium, please. Okay. Could you please state your names for the record?
James Rudin.
Susan Rudin.
Okay. Good evening. How are you?
Good.
So, could you give us a little story of what's going on here?
You want to,
Yeah.
basically what, we bought our house in 1982. There was a pool there when we bought the house. Nobody ever said anything about anything with environmental protection or anything like that. Since then, we had one time we had replaced the pool because it collapsed. And since then, there was a deck there, we extended the deck. And what happened was, recently we put Trek on it instead of the pressure-treated wood. We had a construction guy come in and tear it up and put new, Trek on there. And then somebody said that they complained that they saw
Working on
somebody working, and somebody came
deck.
across the driveway and saw the pool, and then now we're here.
Okay. All right, so,
When did that happen? When did the last time happened?
The last time that
Yeah.
somebody came to the house?
Yeah.
Just not even 3 months ago,
Okay,
for the first time.
okay.
okay, well, the reason why they're complaining, there's a stream, from what I see from this
Yeah.
drawing, there's a
Right.
stream about 20 to 30 feet from the pool.
Right.
And if that isn't, that's, considered a wetland type body, a stream, and typically we like to stay within 100 foot of, try not to do anything within 100 foot of the buffer. But also, if I look, how far is the house?
It's way back.
I know, I'm not looking at,
Probably, 100 feet.
it's over 100, okay, so you're out of the thing, so,
Just so you know, we have property in Putnam Valley and in Carmel, because we have a
Right.
bridge that goes over the water. And
Okay.
When we had Floyd, the bridge collapsed into the water like everybody on Peekskill Hollow Road, and we got that corrected. But when all that happened, we got a letter from our insurance company saying that our house was in the wetlands. And we proved to them through some type of survey that from the other side of the bridge, on the Peekskill Hollow, on Putnam Valley side, we're not in the wetlands.
okay.
Right.
All right, but this pool and this deck,
It's close to.
It's
It's close
closer
to
to
it.
the stream, yeah.
so, the way I look at it, what's the diameter of the deck? I mean, the diameter of the pool?
24 foot round.
Right.
52 inches deep.
24 round,
Right.
and then the deck I figured out is 500 and change of square footage, so,
How long has the pool been there?
Since
1980.
before we bought the house.
Right, okay.
When we
Now,
bought the
have
house
you-
in 82.
Outside of enlarging the deck, did you enlarge the pool or anything?
Oh,
like
no,
that?
no,
the
same
pool's always
pool.
The
the same
pool is
size.
basically the same.
Always the same.
You
size.
must have replaced it though.
We've replaced
We
it
did
once,
once.
yes.
When did you replace it?
I think he has the thing there. I think it was I gave the guy the.
We gave Rose a lot of the
I think it was
information.
2003.
Okay. All right. Let me
I
ask
don't know if
one
she
other
kept
question.
that.
You said the bridge, I saw the plan submitted, and I looked online too, from aerial photos. And
I'll just do it for
the bridge, you said, was collapsed recently,
No,
It's
back
during
when we had Floyd.
1990.
1990, right. All the bridges on Peekskill Hollow
Yeah.
collapsed into the water.
Okay. How close has the flooding come since 1990?
Never.
I mean, is it come close to the pool or anything like
Not
that?
at all,
Oh.
How about the one in 1990?
no. Never came up. This
No,
side was
it
only
never
on the other
came,
side.
yeah.
All the water came down from the mountain across the street.
Right.
And the mountain behind our house, it came down, but we have enough drainage that all the water that comes behind our house goes right into the stream.
Right.
But the water from the other side came up, rose the water in the stream itself, but it never came on this side where the pool is.
Okay,
And then the bridge went into the water.
okay. All right.
mitigate for the deck. maintenance?
Uh,
Or just a letter of maintenance? Or a letter of permission, rather?
I think that, how would you mitigate? The deck is not gonna capture any
No,
water,
that's just not gonna catch any
and
water.
you'd have to go to the house.
Oh,
and-
right.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know, I mean, they seem like they were innocently involved in this, and,
I agree.
you know,
So,
it's,
I mean, truthfully, the water has never come up on this side with
Right,
pools.
okay. you may have to,
Get
talk to the
building.
town engineer, because you might still be in the floodplain. It sounds like you're not, okay, but I think I would advise you to go there, because you might get another visit, you know, okay? And you wanna, have that resolved. It sounds like you're not, okay?
Okay.
But
Well, you
I
can
don't
see,
know.
when it pours, you can see on the other side.
Right.
we have
Well,
a
the
lot
other
of
side
water
must be
coming
lower
in.
than yours.
Yeah, we have,
Right.
between our neighbor, they're flooded completely.
That's good for you.
We're high enough that it doesn't,
How long were you without access to the road?
about a month, maybe more.
Oh,
We had to
Did
go.
did you
luckily
swim
our-
across the stream?
No, no. Luckily, our neighbor's bridge didn't collapse, and we were able to cut through it.
Oh, okay, good, good.
there's a large diameter pipe that comes out to looking at the deck from the road to the
That's-
left.
That's the
That's the drainage
drainage.
that comes from the mountain.
That comes from the mountain?
Yeah,
Interesting.
it goes right into the stream.
How does the water get into that pipe? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, there's like a gully that, way up on the mountain. there's a
you have to
gully.
speak into the microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Way up on the mountain, there's like a gully that it captures the water, and
Yeah.
it goes right into that big hole.
Got it.
And right into the stream.
Okay.
Is there any flooding around that gully or anything? No?
No.
That's-
Looks like it's probably like
Gravity's
over
there
there,
from
up
here.
where there's a gully. Hmm. And there's no way to direct, they don't have any way to direct water, so. I don't know.
I would,
I mean, the house sounds like it's beyond 100 feet.
yeah.
I just,
Right. I think, you know,
I think the
Letter of
only
permission?
condition I would say is that they talk to the town engineer to make sure that they, if they're in the floodplain, you have to fill out another application, basically. I don't think it's
They have to verify that they're in the flood.
right, yeah. So,
Who's the town engineer?
Rich Franzetti.
Rich Fence, yeah.
Do we know him?
He's here every day, so,
Oh, here, okay.
he's upstairs.
Yeah.
Just a-
Is that
I think-
who, I
I
mean,
think
I
he's the
think
one
he's
that
the one
came by.
that started, yeah.
He asked us to come here to get a special something so that it's on record.
Okay.
All right, so this guy's, what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna make a motion then to grant the letter of permission for this deck.
I don't know if we can we? Up letter of permission? As it
There's no way to
currently stands.
mitigate.
No, I understand that,
There's no
but
way to mitigate, it's a
Well,
pool.
he's, the only thing he's done within some time is you replaced the decking on the.
That's what we did.
The top part,
On the
yeah.
top part. So that's maintenance. Okay,
Right.
so I do along with the letter.
Okay.
Letter of maintenance,
all right.
letter
I
of
mean,
permission?
I think we could come down either way, I think, but.
I'm fine with maintenance then.
what-
You're
what-
right, you're right.
what's
They
to
just
be-
replaced
What's
the
to be
deck.
accomplished, nothing.
Yeah.
Just a letter of permission.
Letter of permission?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
You good with that?
How far is your, it looks like there's a stone garage?
It's not, it's a wooden structure garage. That's another, from the stream itself, it's probably.
That's the neighbor's house.
No, back over here,
Let me see.
that thing.
Oh,
That could be the carport.
Above.
Behind the
fence.
pool there? What is it? A carport.
That's a carport, the house of the neighbor's the one next door.
Where's that
That's stone.
car park compared to the stream?
Oh, farther back, closer to the house.
It is, okay. Okay, no, I'm fine.
all right, so then do I have a motion to grant the letter of permission to James and Susan Rudin at 934 Peekskill Hollow Road for an existing pool with a deck with the following condition, that they see the town engineer for a floodplain to
To
investigate the
verify.
floodplain. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so what's gonna happen is, you're gonna get a letter of permission. This way, you can put it in the file and it's been taken care of.
Okay,
But you're gonna go see the town engineer,
right.
this week
Okay.
and talk to him about the floodplain application. It would just be an application to fill out, because,
You'd just be asking them if it's necessary.
yeah, just if necessary, and if
You
it's
have to,
not,
it's-
you're good.
Okay,
It's not a big deal.
thank you.
And one other thing, just for your guys' knowledge as well, so if you do have any other plans in the future, for, putting any sort of impervious surface, so another structure, a shed, extending your deck, within the 100 feet of the, within 100 feet of the streams, you do have to come to get a permit from the wetlands.
Or your bridge across the stream. That's-
Right.
That's
Right.
even more important.
Yes.
Just, you
Does Carmel,
should come
does
back.
Carmel have a law also that you're only allowed to cut down a certain amount of trees like in Putnam Valley per year? you know?
There is, but it depends on, it's.
The
it's-
large trees, you
Yeah.
can cut small
If
ones.
they're dead trees and they're down, they're dead trees and it's safety hazard, you can cut them. I think it's up to 6.
Yeah, there's some, before you have to do it a certain number, okay?
You can ask the town engineer when you go visit him too, he
Okay.
knows.
Right.
Why, you thinking of cutting trees on the mountain?
No,
It's just
no,
that-
we had cut a couple in the front part of the property,
Don't-
which is why he could see the
Yeah.
pool.
We cut a big
But
willow tree
we
down.
had
there.
dead
Dying.
trees that were sitting.
Cut
in-
the valley.
Yeah, there's a limit to how many, but you're
Yeah.
you're allowed to
It's
cut
under 10,
something like that, yeah.
something like that. All right,
Okay, thank you for your help.
thank you.
When he said a letter, you get a letter of permission, you have to pick it up from the
From
office.
Rose.
So I'll go and see
Yeah, and
Rose
the
Yeah.
and
same
pick it
time
up.
you talk to the town.
Okay.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
Have a good night.
okay.
Did they get a stop work order with that, or is it just they asked them to come before us?
What?
There wasn't any, I mean,
No,
they were
there's
doing
no
work.
VO.
They were doing work.
The
so-
work was
alright.
already done, somebody found it.
Right, okay.
Okay, next item is Jeffrey Frieda, 420 North Lake Boulevard. How you doing, guys? This is to construct a deck on top of the existing seawall. Please state your name for the record.
John Carell, representing Mr. Frieda, who is here.
Hello. Okay, you want to walk us through the process?
Mr. Frieda owns a house on Lake Mayapack. There's a masonry boathouse on the lake with a concrete, call it a bulkhead, and there's a stone retaining wall along the edge of the lake, and they propose to construct a 387 square feet composite deck up against the wall and the bulkhead, supported by 9 helical pines and piles in the lake. The helical piles are put in with a hydraulic drill type of thing.
Right, on the back of on an excavator or a backhoe?
No, it won't be, it's handheld. We're not gonna be putting any equipment down there, all the wood will be walked in. No backhoe or anything like that. We don't propose any excavation.
Yeah, but how deep you going with the helicals?
3 feet to frost. 3 feet into the bottom of the lake to get down to frost so they don't heave in case the lake is down and frozen for the winter.
So you're gonna do this when in this? The winter or?
No, they'll be doing it in the spring, late spring. It's not gonna, this thing is not gonna take a long time, probably a week to construct.
What's the
Okay.
level of the lake now?
That area, it's about 18 inches.
Right in that area, about 18 inches? And how deep is it in the summertime when it's full? 24 inches? Okay.
Right, because here's where my questions go now. So you need to put a turbidity, so what we're gonna see at a minimum is, because you're working in the lake, correct?
Yeah, I have a turbidity
There's a
curtain.
turbidity curtain there.
Yeah, he's got one of them.
I don't see that.
It's a
Oh,
little,
wrong drawing. You got a drawing. All right.
it's on,
Oh, you're right. It's a different set of plans.
The only thing being proposed to be done is the composite deck.
yes,
Okay, I see a concrete platform there, nothing's gonna be done there.
that's existing.
Yeah,
You know,
I figured, yeah.
I indicated that this sits on top of the concrete platform and the seawall, but it's not. It's gonna fit up against the elevation of the platform and the seawall, so you won't have a step up or a step down.
You're not gonna touch the seawall at all?
No. The helical piles will be put in first, and then the deck will be constructed on top of the helical piles. Bob Strom did the deck design. And this is at the north end of the lake. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Is there gonna be any, so there's not gonna be any pouring of concrete, or is there gonna be concrete in the piles at
No.
all? Okay.
No.
No, it's like a big screw.
Got it.
Yeah, right.
So one or two. If you look down on this drawing over here, it shows you what a helical is. It's just a big screw. The only question I have is because you're working in the lake, along the edges, you may need to talk to the DEC or the Army Corps. I mean, you're in the lake. So you may have to at least approach them to see if this project, you can, I mean, you know, it makes sense to me, you just, instead of putting a floating deck, you're putting piers in, making it off, but now you're taking away from the surface area of the lake. You may have to, speak to U.S. Army Corps or the DEC, and you may just wanna get something from them that they buy into it, that they don't have an issue on that. That's number one. The other thing is,
Well, in the past, I mean, this is not the first structure that's gone into the lake. In other cases, did the Army Corps or DEC get involved?
I've had cases where they've gotten involved. They would look at the project and they would say, we're good with it, we have no issues, no comments, but they should be put on the chain there, at least they're notified what you're doing.
Okay, that's not a problem.
And then if they say to you, this is out of our purview, we're good with that.
Okay.
The other thing is, because you're putting in what's the square footage of this deck?
387.
Okay. Because I'd like that mitigated somewhere on the property with either a rain garden or some sort of treatment. You know, take something off the top of the, do it based on 400 square feet, and then just either put it on the boathouse, something off the leader near the boathouse, a rain garden or something, or the spouts off, one or two of the houses, off the house, but you definitely, because you're putting it in the lake, I'd like to have that mitigated as well.
Are you gonna be strengthening the bulkhead? Are you gonna be doing anything to the bulkhead at all?
No. Everything's going to sit on the piles.
The girders are not gonna go into the wall of the concrete?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Are there any gutters on the house? And any of the structures? Any gutters on them?
On the boathouse or the house?
The house, any
Either.
boathouse, either one?
There are no gutters on the boathouse, there are gutters on the house.
Where does the water go from the gutters on the house?
The previous owner told me that they drain into underground tanks, 1,000-gallon tanks that are in the hall.
Really?
Okay.
What's that, Coltex?
No, probably just some infiltration, pits or something.
Maybe we can find out.
If that's the case, how long have you lived there now?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. And, well, he told you they go into the ground. Have you noticed any of the areas around, between the house and the lake, that after it rains, they're soft or anything like that? You know, you find any water accumulation or anything like that?
Not especially.
This house, well, now that you bring that up, I mean, this house looks like it's been renovated in
2006 it was.
2006, so I can find out from Mike
Yeah.
what was done, because they may have put in infiltrators when they Just
Well, if they
typically,
put them in, to just show them on the plans,
Oh, yeah.
I'm, you know, that,
then yours
that should
goes,
more than
goes
satisfy,
away, okay.
should more than satisfy, as long as they're infiltrated and not just, yeah,
Right.
Pipe going to like.
Yeah.
Would
Well, in
you-
2006,
2006.
Would you guys be, would you be, amicable at all to putting gutters on your boathouse? Alright, so, just to give you what we're looking for, right, what we're trying to do here. Water that runs directly into the lake over surface, so impervious surface, over roofs, if it goes over land, if it goes over driveways, then goes into a drain out to the out to the lake, right? That takes with it lots of debris and chemicals and fertilizer and pollen and everything in the air, you know, whatever it is, contaminants, and that lake is part of our aquifer.
I told
So,
him,
yeah.
he's gonna put either a rain garden in, based
Yeah.
on the square footage,
Sure.
or,
Yeah, but we need a leader to go to it, right?
Yeah, but he has to be supplied
that
by
roof
somebody.
Right.
right, I said to him, it's either off the boathouse
Okay.
or the house.
That's
Fine.
And it's,
So-
it should be the
is
house.
this flat there?
That's my
That
point.
was down there.
Yeah, either the boathouse,
Or the house, fine.
Jack, you can either, you can, if, you can feed the rain garden off the boathouse or the house.
Right. Either,
But what if
whatever.
the house has,
The house is already
has a
into the
system?
ground.
If the house is in the system, then put it on the
Boathouse.
boathouse.
And it looks like there's probably some space right in front of the boathouse to the left, right? Maybe on the property line. I don't know, we don't have any pictures of it here, but wherever you know, you feel is appropriate to put it. The point of this is take some of the surface water that would just go right into the lake, put it in through a rain garden, which acts as a filtration, a better filtration than just letting it go to the lake or putting it on the surface of the ground. That will filter through, and then that goes into the lake. So that's the mitigation we're looking for, since we're adding a bunch of new impervious surface.
Or if you could just put it into the ground.
Well, yeah, it'd be our choice, because there was sometimes a rain garden,
It's
Your
your
choice.
choice,
Okay.
it's your
All
choice.
right.
It's always
Sure.
your choice.
Yes.
It's Monty Hall today.
okay.
Now, let me ask you one more question. I see the turbidity curtain, and you're putting a silt fence on the land side, or it says limit of disturbance 790 square feet.
There's no silt fence there.
Yeah, but why are we putting here limit of disturbance 790 square feet?
Maybe stockpile.
They're gonna be working in that, they're gonna be working in that area, you know, storing lumber, walking.
Okay, but no, but,
If you don't want me to show a limited disturbance.
well, you're not doing any work on that wall, or
No.
that brick, or the grass there.
If you think it's appropriate for a,
You can put staging area instead of limited disturbance,
okay,
because limited disturbance to me is you're disturbing something.
You're tearing it up.
okay.
Not to pick, but, and when I see limited disturbance, red
Okay.
bells go off. Other than that, I don't have any other.
No,
He's pretty
I
good.
checked over. I
And
checked
no,
over the
no,
deed.
he put his notes on here, no mechanical equipment,
Great.
so it's gonna be like that, so, all right, so. Get back to us as far
Do we
as
have any
the,
details on the turbidity curtain?
Yeah.
Yep. So, right now, you're gonna go talk to the Army Corps DEC, you're gonna mitigate 400 square feet of deck that's in the lake. No work on the bulkhead, you can put that on a letterhead, and your choice of where you wanna put the route the water.
Okay. You schedule a public hearing, or you just
Well, you gotta
automatic?
get this, the Army Corps is gonna take you a week or two to at least get an answer from them. right?
Okay,
I'd like to at least find out what their thoughts are before we.
so we come back with info from DEC.
Yeah, if you get
All
the
right,
stuff from the Army Corps DEC
Notice
by
is
next meeting,
complete, all right.
you know, you address the, rain garden stuff, we can accept the
Oh,
application, put you on the
yes.
clock,
Okay.
and should have a permit by the end of February,
Very good, thank you.
all right? But the DEC and Army Corps are the wild cards.
Okay.
Good luck, thank you.
I should have put those down.
Okay, number 3. Mayapack Point Owners Association, Tamarack Road and Sycamore Road, repair drainage system. You've been here before.
You're absolutely right. Good evening, Chairman, members of the board. Zach Pearson with Inside Engineering, here on behalf of the Mayapack Point Owners Association. We were before you guys about a year ago for a letter permission for 2 of the drainage systems on the point. We're back before you for a third. This is at the intersection of Sycamore and Tamarack. We're going to be replacing existing drains in that location as well as the drain out to the lake. Same scenario as last time. We did a video investigation. We did of their drainage system. Found that the system consisted of
What did we give you the last time?
letter permission.
We did?
Yeah.
We must have been generous that day.
Well, there's no new impervious. It's replacement of drains. It's really under the guise of maintenance. We've got the same notes on there as we had last time. You guys had requested that we have some pretty specific notes regarding material storage, contractor machine storage, basically dynamic silt fence. As they're working their way up, the silt fence comes up on a nightly basis. They check the drains on a daily basis. Silt sacks. I mean, what we saw over the summer when they did the other 2, we had a good contractor, conscientious, and everything went real smooth. So they're going to be working with the same guy this summer.
Is this the last of it?
No, there's more. Yeah, it's surprising what they've got out there and how well it does work given the condition it was in.
This, and over to here.
Are you gonna be tearing up the road for this work?
Yeah.
We have to open cut the road to put the drainage in. Right.
This
So
couple of months of work.
Yeah.
a lot of the drainage structures are small stone structures, hard to get into, hard to access, hard to even maintain.
Right.
We're putting in basically a standard size precast structure, HDPE pipe.
Where's this go out this way?
666.
Wherever it says new pipe on here, there's an existing pipe?
No, it's 665, it's a foot lower over there. 6, yeah, you have a half a foot. 6632, 6634.
Yes. Go ahead, sorry.
On the, the right side of the drawing, your rim is 666.5, and your rim at the D11D is 6660. So you have like 0.5. You'll be able to maintain a slope on that?
That's just the rim elevation. The pitch on the pipe drops from 33.4 to 63.3.
63.4, 663.2 to 6634. Right? Inverted, 6632, 6634 is higher.
That's a misprint. It's going that way. It should be lower.
So that one at the end there, that's all the way on the right, that doesn't drain out through another pipe over there?
This would go from here to here to here to here and out.
Okay.
That's a mislabel on that invert.
You may want to just check your inverts. 6967, that's good. 663, 662, that's good. 662. You have an elevation of 658. Yeah, so you just got to fix that one.
Yeah, there's one blown invert. 1D should be lower.
Yeah. And all worst case scenario is just go with a deeper box.
Yeah.
Come in at a different
Let me
elevation.
go back to my other question. Every place where we have a pipe here, there's an existing pipe that you're replacing. There's nothing new coming in where it wasn't before.
I believe there are a couple new structures. These up here, I believe, are new to
Okay,
solve
right.
some.
I noticed those are the only ones that does not say remove and replace. That's why I asked. Okay? So we have a new line. We have 3 new lines.
Right. A couple new structures, couple new lines. Same as, we had same thing on the other sites.
I don't remember that part. I thought it was just,
Yeah, we had extended, so there was some flooding issue, just to go back to last year's project, there was some flooding issues at one of the intersections. We extended some of the pipes back to collect some of the water. Water was sheeting right across the road onto the people on the low side of Sycamore. So we definitely added new structures with the last projects. But we did not replace, the lake drains are all in the exact spot, you know, they're in the spots that they are right now.
So these would be outside of the 100-foot buffer anyways. All of these would, almost all of it, only the lake drain is really. How far is the road from how long is that new pipe that's being put in from the lake to the road?
So the 100,
Almost-
you can see the
almost
100
200,
foot.
yeah, okay, I see it.
There's a
It's almost
100 foot
200 feet.
setback, so
175 feet.
175 feet.
Great. That's fine.
And how are they gonna dig down from there to the lake? They use a mini excavator?
They used an excavator, yeah. They work from the lake back, low point back,
Right.
bring the silt fence, fill over it every day, put the silt fence every day.
Spillkit too, you have that, a
Yep,
note
they
on here
got
about
it.
that? Great.
12223.
Yep, yeah, the last 4 or 5 notes on that sheet were the notes you guys had us add last time.
Erosion sediment control notes, inlets.
When are you planning on starting this?
When did they start last year? I think they started kind of in the spring, you know, late spring, summer. It went quick. I mean, they think they work 2 or 3 weeks on one job, 2 or 3 weeks on the other one. It goes,
It's fast.
yeah. I mean, you're
Sure.
kind of ripping where there's existing pipe, you're just pulling it out of the ground. And where the new stuff was pretty straightforward.
That stuff goes in fast. I don't have any issues.
You have any calculations for the pipe sizing?
I believe we did some. Yeah, I mean, we're basically putting back, I mean, we're upsizing the pipe. What's there now is undersized. So I think what was in the ground is an 8-inch, and we're putting back a 12. So it's,
But the question still remains, is that adequate for what you're doing? Because you're adding a couple of basins.
Yep.
That's gonna do a little pipe, so 8, if 8 wasn't good, maybe the 12 is good, maybe it's not.
I'm pretty sure we did sizing calculations.
Okay, can we get a copy of those?
Sure.
On a project like this, what method would you use for calculating runoff?
Rational method.
Just a rational method?
Yeah.
What are the MS4? I mean, there's no, these basins will act as a settlement for the water, for the MS4? There's no requirements for that, right?
No, I don't think so. The basins aren't really,
Yeah.
they
I'm just
nobody gets
just
to-
thinking.
I mean, if anything, the new structures have sumps in them, so I mean,
Yeah.
the existing ones have nothing. So, you know, we're
Right.
getting rid of the pipes that are, where the water's not even running in the pipe, it's running in the bedding underneath the pipe where it's clogged, and we're putting in structures with sumps in them, so it's,
Okay.
Did we ask for a maintenance, like how the community was gonna maintain these in the future? Did we ask for that last time?
No.
so I can tell you, they clean them twice a year. You know, it's privately owned, so they go through and they clean their structure. They have a spring cleaning and a fall cleaning.
Put that on a plan,
Sure.
maintenance, future maintenance.
Well, maintenance is all the maintenance is by the point. I mean, it's a private.
I know.
I don't know
that-
if we can,
Doesn't matter. Listen, once it's in,
You want to do it. Yeah. Let's take some
like
responsibility.
So-
changing the oil in your car.
so
Some
you're
people do it, some
thinking-
people don't.
you're thinking about a letter of permission for this, Bob?
Letter of maintenance.
Letter of maintenance?
Yeah, they're replacing in kind, with the exception of one little area, but, you know, you're still on the road.
It's outside the buffer.
It's outside the buffer. A lot of it is, except for the first,
Yeah.
Right.
the last 100 feet.
Right.
Which is just
Yes.
pipe.
And when they do them from the lake up, they're gonna put silt fence, the whole.
That's what they did, yeah. The notes we worked through with you guys last time was that, you know, they start from the
Yeah.
bottom, work their way up. Once they get to a stopping point at night, they backfill over it, put the silt fence there to make sure that they're contained.
And then the machine's gonna be stored outside.
Machine
the
store,
buffer.
machine storage is gonna be up here,
Yeah, I
Got it
saw
on the
that.
yeah. Yep.
All right, so then, do I have a motion to grant a letter of maintenance.
Let's still call a letter of permission.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you happy.
I think we
Today's
should
your
let it-
lucky day.
Okay.
Do I have a
Let's
motion?
call it what it is.
Do I have a letter to grant a letter of permission / maintenance to the Mayapack Point Owners Association for the drainage system installation for Tamarack Road and Sycamore Road as detailed in the plans? Do I have a motion?
With two conditions.
And what would those be?
Elevation has to be changed on the map, or a note has to be added, right?
I wouldn't make that a condition, but
Okay.
just have it in
Can't be
there.
built the way it
Yeah,
is,
it
so,
can't be
yeah.
built the way it is.
Right.
Fair. And the sizing calcs, adding that, giving that as.
That's not a,
for the
he's gonna
files.
give it to us as a courtesy, we don't need it, but I wouldn't put it as a condition. You could get it.
Yeah,
sometime on
we'll get
Monday.
over to you guys, no problem.
I mean,
Yeah,
all right, do I
as
have,
long as Rich sees it.
do I have a motion to accept the application for letter of permission?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so Monday, when you come get your permit or whatever, please bring in the revised drawing. Please bring in a copy of the sizing calcs, and then, you're good to go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and we'll see you for round 3.
4, 5, and 6, probably.
Tell John I said hello.
Okay, 12/6/2018. You were here, right? For 12/6? Okay, do I have a motion to accept the meeting minutes for 12/6/2018?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
I'm hesitating because I wanted to hear from her. Give her an opportunity.
That's
to
why
say
I looked
something.
at her. All right, so with that, that takes care of the agenda for this evening. Have a good evening, and thank you very much. Have a good evening, enjoy your weekend. Good night.
What, we have to say have a motion to close the
Oh,
meeting.
do I have a motion to close the meeting?
You're so moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Now it's good night. Thank you. I was so excited. Thought we were rolling here.
Hey,
You
we're
want these back?
cruising along.
No, they're for you to